Danny Sorrell here with Fight Hub TV. Eddie, how are you doing this morning, brother?
Doing fantastically well. I mean, how can we not be doing well? We're in Madison Square Garden in New York. We're going to be sold out on Saturday night. Big night of boxing. Ready for the press conference here today.
So I heard you say that you're willing to sell your soul to promote the Zuckerberg fight.
Yeah, I mean, it was a bit of a joke, but I am here and I am available and I am very cheap. No, I think, I don't know, it's a bit of a wild one, wasn't it? I'm not really into the YouTube stuff or the Misfits, even though I think it's good entertainment, but that one, it's a slightly different level, isn't it?
How big do you think it could get?
It could be massive. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't even know if it's worth talking about, but obviously if it did materialise, it would be huge.
So we're here for Berlanga. This is his first fight with Matchroom. How do you think this fight goes?
I think it's a tough fight. You know, it all depends if the hype is real against Berlanga. If he is what we hope and believe he is, he should deal with Quigley in style. But Jason's moving up to 168. He looks really strong over there, very healthy. And he's a great fighter as well. I think it's a big test for Edgar Berlanga.
In Edgar's last fight, he was suspended for biting his opponent. Did you speak to him about that? And if so,
no, it wasn't with us at the time. You know, I think if we did represent him, then I don't know. I mean, look, it's difficult to talk about. Boxing and fighting is not a normal environment, so you can't always expect people to do normal things. You have to respect the rules, though. So hopefully, no biting this time for Mr. Berlanga.
Edgar's been calling out Canelo quite a bit. How close do you think he is to that fight?
2 fights. I mean, look, it's a massive fight if he can prove his worth. This is the first stage of that on Saturday. That fight's massive now. But really, to make it the size that it could be, you know, that's when you expect a couple of big names on the resume.
Last week's main event with Regis, it was quite a strange fight.
It was a very strange fight. It was a disappointing fight. Zarilla was disappointing. He never came to fight. You know, he ran for 9 or 10 or 11 rounds. And Regis wasn't good enough either. You know, he didn't cut the distance well enough. He didn't close the ring off well enough. But hopefully, it'll mean that people will be more prepared to fight him now. You know, Devin Haney clearly wants to fight him. Maybe Ryan Garcia wants to fight him. Teofimo, all these guys, massive fights out there for Regis.
So that's what I was going to move on to next. Haney had reached out to you. How likely do you think that fight is?
Yeah, I mean, he tells me that Regis is the one he wants. So if that's true, I don't see why we can't make that fight next. We've also got Jack Catterall in the UK, I feel like deserves a shot. So plenty of options, and I expect to see Regis in a big fight next.
Ramla Ali took a pretty brutal KO that fight. How is she doing?
She's doing good. Very disappointed. We're very proud of her as well, because I thought she put up a great fight. She showed incredible bravery. And you know, sometimes your stock rises in defeats like that. It was a brutal knockout, and I thought the ref counted very quickly. But still, she stepped up against a dangerous opponent, trying to move on to world level. And sometimes just something happens that means you have to rebuild a little bit. And she'll be back. She'll be better than ever. And like I said, we support her 100%.
Ngannou, he's now with the PFL and is pretty much able to do what he'd like over there. What do you think about the fight with him and Joshua? Do you think that is likely to happen?
I think it's a big event. You know, Josh has got his eyes set on Wilder and trying to regain the World Heavyweight Championship, but in time, who knows? But, you know, I spoke to Francis yesterday. He's actually in New York, and maybe we'll have a coffee later.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much for watching this video, and make sure to subscribe for more videos of your favorite fighters over here on Fight Hub TV, and give us a follow online as well at Fight Hub TV on Twitter and on Instagram. We appreciate it, guys.